In the heart of the cosmos, a legend stands tall, savior of worlds, answering the call with lightning in his veins and fire in his eyes, racing through the stars, cutting through the skies. Evil's rising, darkness spreads, but there's a hero in the lead. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. A planet in peril, the people cry, Ming's cruel laughter filling the sky. But from Earth to Mongo, across the stars, he fights for freedom no matter how far. The fate of worlds in his hands, with courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. The fate of worlds in his hands, with courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. Through fire and shadow he won't turn away, the universe knows his name today. No chains of fear can hold him down, Flash Gordon wears the victor's crown. Beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. Flash Gordon, hero supreme, living the dream in a starbound stream. Through galaxies far, he fights for the right. Forever a hero, forever the light. Onward we fly, through fire and flame, a hero rises, they'll know his name. Flash, Flash Gordon. The skies are dark, the planets quake. A tyrant rules and worlds will break. From Earth he came, with courage bright, a mortal man who dares the fight. With Dale's love burning in his heart, and Zarko's mind to play his part. They face the shadow, the iron fist, the galaxy's hope will not be missed. Flash, oh savior of the universe, with every blow you break the curse. Ming's dark rain will fall tonight. Flash Gordon, shining light. The armies march, the drums of war. Ming's forces strike from Mongo's core. But hawkmen rise and rocketmen soar, a cosmic rebellion to even the score. Volten roars dive into the fray, while Flash cuts through a hero's way. No chains can bind, no fear can reign, the Prince of Freedom won't die in vain. Flash, oh savior of the universe, with every blow you break the curse. Ming's dark rain will fall tonight. Flash Gordon, shining light. On the edge of the throne, Flash stands alone, with Dale behind and Zarko's tone. Strike now, my boy, the moment is here. The people's hope will conquer fear, fear. The sword is raised, the bolt takes flight. Ming is struck, fading tonight. The cosmos cheers, the stars ignite, a hero crowned by the eternal light. Flash, oh savior of the universe, with every blow you break the curse.
Yeah, I haven't done it this week, and so it's hitting me right now. So
Updates. Right. Righty ho. While we can still talk while you're connecting, so that's all good. So when we left you
indeed,
last, there'd been an attack. You pardon me, you all defeated. But there was some disturbing news at the end of it, wasn't there? Potential possibility of a traitor.
Yes, it's a traitor hunt today.
Indeed. It turns out that King, so when we last were here, King Talpi, assisted by 2 men, arrives on the scene to assess the situation. His second, Scarlo, she's nowhere to be found. A Moleman guard reports observing Scarlo sneaking off towards the mines shortly after the real attack. So, that's all well and good. But it would appear, in the way they've written this adventure, there's a good chance you're possibly fatigued. Obviously, getting woken up in the middle of the night and then exerting in a physical battle. Apparently, it's implying you should be fatigued. So the only thing I can think of is I'm going to make you all make vigor checks, and if you fail, you're tired. And you can go back to bed, or you can choose not to. So it's up. There's no penalty. It's up to you whether you want to spend beddies on not being fatigued, because there's probably an opportunity. There is an opportunity to go back and have a rest for a few hours to lose the point of fatigue. But well, oh, hang on, no, Vixie, you don't. Yes, because as long as you've got access to power crystals, you're absolutely fine. Let's do a vigor roll for Azul. Oh. Actually, won't be a critical failure because that won't be a critical failure because you shouldn't have conviction anymore. I'll be nice and ignore that and say you're okay. Victor's immune, so that's okay, and is no longer vulnerable. Looks like no one else has got any problems. Charles made his. Fritz isn't here, but let's roll for him. Oh, that's okay. That explains why Fritz won't be around. Fritz is a bit tired, so he's probably going to have to go back to bed. Okay, that's all good. So with the information provided there, I don't believe I've got to worry too much about line of sight anymore. I can't remember if I'd already turned it off. Had I already turned off line of sight? No, I hadn't. Let's do that so you can see the whole map. Let's disable lighting so you can see the whole map. As the king gives you, I think the king thanks you for helping and basically gives you, makes it quite clear that you're true, or you already were, but now you're exemplary allies of the Molemen, and basically a layout of the whole area is provided to you, allowing you to explore in detail. I do believe the party, if nothing else, you can. You've got access to the armor if you want to. There's some clubs in there, some limpid grenades. There's some sapphire daggers and some long swords, and also I don't know. If you might want to having full access to the map. You might want to elsewhere for information, perchance. Subtle hint. What are you up to?
How fresh is the trail of the traitor that ran away?
Well, they went into the mines during the as soon as the attack started. So probably by the time everything's tidied up, probably we're going to give it about 20-30 minutes since the fight. At this point, when everything's calmed down and King's there and finished talking to you and people have been questioned and everything.
I was just wondering if I could sort of try to pick up the trail with like a tracking or something.
I mean, you could get directions to the mine if you want to. I didn't know if you wanted to explore the rest of this Crystal Citadel before you head off. It's up to you guys.
Sounds like we should.
Yes, it sounds like we should.
I thought we were going to be trader hunting.
Well, indeed, but maybe. Oh, yeah.
They might be there.
Maybe there's somewhere that might be a good place to start searching for evidence.
Mm.
Well, we might as well stick together. That way we can sort of reinforce each other and almost let's start. Basically start with the kitchen and go clockwise.
Oh, indeed, you could do so. But I mean, if I was you, you had some information about a traitor. Yes, going clockwise might be a good way to go, but maybe you might want to go somewhere
Or
particular.
check where she, check where she lived. Yeah, let's check her quarters.
All right, there you go.
Okay, Scalo's quarters as well as King Talpi's bedchamber are both only accessible by a single secure passageway off the throne room. I need you to make a notice check if you want to if you're going to search that area. The quarters, that is. Indeed. A successful a successful search uncovers a crystal radio, a crude version of a standard radio phone. It appears to be attuned to an imperial frequency. Like to say you men on the right pills. Maybe you should give them all pennies. That's a good one. I like that.
LOL. Thank you.
Yes, so I say the radio appears to be attuned to an imperial frequency.
Well, there we go. So
Let's listen in and see if they're talking. If we can get some idea where they're going to meet up or something.
Okay, activating the radio. You pick up the repeated calls for a response. You get the impression this is quite quiet. It's obviously being sent quietly, and you get the distinct impression it's a request for a response from the Imperial soldiers you defeated. So you get the impression, obviously, probably won't be a reply. As you want, but it's up to you guys.
No, we're not going to sit down and say anything on it. We're just, yeah, if I'm not hearing Scalos is calling for help or something, then I don't think we can do much more with it other than show it to the king as more proof.
Indeed. Suddenly, the requests for an update change. It seems quite sudden change, and you suddenly hear a frantic broadcast coming through. To all Imperial soldiers within the sound of my voice, return to the mines at once. We're under attack. Repeat, we are under attack. And it cuts off.
Well, I think we may need to prepare for some incoming.
King Talpi is confused, saying he has not dispatched any molemen to the mines, so he's unsure who could be attacking the soldiers.
Or we could set up the Imperial soldiers in a pincer movement.
That could be fun.
There you go.
well, it sounds to me now like we need to get to the mines. We've found our proof that she's a
bad guy.
that she certainly appears to be a traitor, and it may be that she's the one who's attacking the imperial people because they lied to her, and so she's exacting a revenge. Possibly, I don't know.
By the power
But I
invested
think-
in me by
I think we should
the
go to
GM
the
gets
mines.
Benny. Indeed. King Talpi looks concerned about this and says that begs leave, and he says, "I must seek guidance," and wanders off towards the Temple of Desmani. But you can head to the mines. Although it would appear, under instruction from the king, he left instructions before he headed off to his prayers. It's very annoying, I can tell. I have to go to each. I'm going to have to go to each character sheet, unlock it, make the change. Then, actually, I don't have to lock it. I'm still locking it. That's just so sad. Okay. Moment. There. Fire unlock. And there you go. Then what I can do is go menu, add allies, and each of you has a mole man ally assigned to you. You lucky fellows. You and a group of molemen allies all head off to the Sapphire Mines. They guide you. They take you away from the citadel and off in the opposite direction from where you crashed the Nasher. You pass through large crystal illuminated caverns along muddy gravel roads marked with deep ruts indicating the frequent passage of wagons and other vehicles. As you group draws near the mines, the molemen inform you that at this point the sounds of mining operations should already be heard. Nothing but the occasional echoing drip of water comes from ahead. Anyone like to make a notice check?
Oh, I'd love to make a notice check.
If you don't want to.
Yeah, I think it's more a matter of I can attempt a notice check. I hope I make it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Let's try that instead, shall we? Oh, that sounds good. Any good?
Question: have we had enough of a rest to gain our PowerPoints back, or are we still the way we're at the end of last session?
You're still as you are at the last session. This, of course, you do want to spend an hour waiting to get your PowerPoints back.
No, that's all right. I'll spend a penny instead.
Can we get access to the armory?
Yeah, yes, you did. So take anything out of the party sheet if you want to.
White power crystals that are supposed to be down here?
Not in the armory, no.
Anywhere in this compound?
Terrible cavern. No, you don't get access to them at this time, I'm afraid. Sound effect. Let's try this one. Maybe cavern ambience might work better. That's right. Okay. That sounds a bit better. Okay. Yes, a successful notice check. You spot the severely mutilated body of a moleman lying along one wall, partially hidden between a low pile of rocks.
Well, let's see if we can free him from the rocks and see what shape he's in. Is he healthy? Is he dead?
He's most certainly dead. He appears to have been partially devoured.
Ew. Aha. Okay.
And exhibits
That tells
teeth
me
and claw
there's-
marks. Does anyone have the healing skill?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
If you wish to examine the body, you using your medical knowledge, you can do so.
All assist Zephyra?
Yes. Okay. Neither
He's
is
dead, Jim.
Yes, he's definitely dead.
Yes. Obviously, the you're able to determine. Apparently, you're able to determine that he wasn't. He didn't die and then was eaten by scavengers. He would appear. This Molman was killed as the result of a savage animal attack.
Of a savage what attack?
An animal.
Oh, okay.
Listerus, now's your chance to do a successful survival tracking roll. If you want to, along with anyone else who wants to do tracking.
I will support. Or try to.
Listerus,
Look, there's footprints.
Listerus, you determine they're basically, yes, anyone could see animal tracks in the mud leading off to the mines. However, you're able to determine that the prints appear to be from some large reptile.
Didn't we fight one of those on the way in?
Yes.
Same reptile?
Oh no, they're very different to the whatever that other creature was called. What was that other creature
The
called?
ones we fought on the way in were waterborne. This looks more like a land mammal or reptile.
The Gokkos, yeah, there was Gokkos you fought before. That's interesting noise, that one. The Molmen, after you sort of point out the tracks, the Molmen look a bit concerned, and they I've lost. No, in the world we've done that. Castles. Yeah.
Well, ask my Molman alloy if he recognizes the tracks.
They do. They do look very concerned. Apparently, they identify the tracks as belonging to the dreaded tunnel gator, a rare but extremely dangerous reptilian predator.
Bigger than me?
Up 10 to 12 feet in length, apparently.
That would be a yes.
Okay, following the tracks for a few hundred yards eventually leads you to the mouth of a mound tunnel. The Molmen state the tunnel leads to the temporary quarters as well as a storage of surplus mining equipment. Torches to either side of the entrance are burned out and cold to the touch. More than one set of tunnel gator prints lead into the darkness, with the bulk coming from the mines ahead.
Either they've been nesting here or they're moving in.
Now, did you say that there's footprints going into this side tunnel? Or coming out of this side tunnel?
Leads you to more than one set leads into the more than one set of prints leads into the darkness. With the bulk, more than one set of prints leads into the darkness, with the bulk coming from the mines ahead. So it looks like they came out the mines and went in here. Yes.
Okay, then that sounds like the direction we need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weapons ready. They probably won't be talking nicely.
Investigating. Sorry, carry on.
I was gonna say it's possible that could be what was attacking the Imperial troop. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, let's go find out. Follow him. Follow Lizarus. I assume Lizarus is the one that's doing the tracking.
Investigating the tunnel, you find a crudely barricaded side passage. Or you can continue
Crudely
on.
barricaded.
Knock on the wall. Hello, anybody in there?
Muffled voices from beyond it call out for
I'm going to keep an eye on where the tunnel continues, especially after he's made a shouting noise to wake up the monsters.
Yo ho ho, let the bennies flow, says Elspeth. Indeed. Okay, so basically you will have to dismantle the barricade. It will probably generate quite a lot of noise.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move to the roof of the cavern and the part where that continues deeper, and wait for something to come up and harass us so I can surprise attack them.
I just need a cavern map.
Are the caverns? How are the caverns lit?
Probably the same as everywhere else, isn't it? There was veins of crystal running through
By
the
the
roof
veins of crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how it worked, didn't it? Interesting. Let's try cave. There must be.
What's the barricade made of?
It doesn't tell me that. It just says just tells me that he built one, probably out of whatever they could, probably rocks and wood and stone and stuff.
I could use my elemental manipulation to help move the barricades.
Yeah, you can move some of the heavier rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I say, what I say is, I mean, it won't take you. It's only going to take you a few minutes to clear the rocks and everything. It's just going. You reckon it will be quite loud unless you want to endeavour to do it.
Oh, there's an even better way to do it. Manipulate the air to make the sound, to deaden the sound. Can one get that
sounds
fun, an
reasonable.
elemental manipulation to manipulate airwaves?
Does seem quite reasonable, doesn't it? Has anyone got elemental manipulation?
Yes, I do.
Go for it. I like that.
She magnifies instead of suppressing is the sound.
I think that's most certainly the idea. Mongomancy. Backlash. Shaken, suffer level fatigue. There we go. Okie dokie. The rest of you are able to. The rest of you start. The rest of you are removing all the junk and the garbage out of the area. Clear away through. Obviously, it's very echoey. This cave. You dread to think how loud it could have been if Savara hadn't tried deadening the sounds. Although she does appear to be sort of staggering slightly and holding her head, as she's got some sort of terrible migraine of some description. But it doesn't take you too long to remove the barricades, and you're able to make your way through the barricades to the side cavern. And inside, you find... minus. Have I got any minus stats? I don't think I do. you find some Molemen miners. Most of them appear to be badly injured. There's about 6 of them. And they seem to be in a bad way.
Well, I don't know, the way my dice are rolling today, I don't know if I even want to attempt to try to heal. But I can. I
Yeah,
guess I
that was
should
sort of
try.
my
If
thought
if
too.
they're in that bad a way, I guess I should do what I should do, and yeah, I'll attempt to. When we get up to them, I will attempt to heal them. Do triage and look after the worst of the worst. And
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll use my first aid and see what I can do to, wrap things up and splint things up and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And Charles will stay by the entrance since we did make a small bit of noise. I want to make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
And put that. Miner number 3. Where's the pain? Set everything up. Miner number 2 is most certainly not evil. Go. Miner number 1. Again, is most certainly not evil. There we go. Miner number 3. Hopefully you can see 6 of them. Healing takes 10 minutes. So Elizabeth starts healing one of the miners.
I will attempt my actual healing dice. Oh, on that critical fail, do I have to spend the power points for the?
You only spend 1 power point on a failure.
Just the one, okay. I will try to do a healing on this guy.
Tunnel Montauk. Hell.
With the fatigue. I get to that once more. Let's see. Come on. Oh, even worse. Well, that's it.
Obviously not going to be your day, I'm afraid.
No, I think I need to roll some more dice.
Send those dice to jail. Right. Do that.
Let's hope.
Do that. Or 9 there. Delete.
And I assume I have to spend the power point for the healing, even though it didn't work.
Yes. A failed casting
Or
cost.
no, it would be
A
3
failed
points.
a failed casting costs a single power point.
Single. Okay.
There we go. Right. Do that. Close that off, and then you share the map. You should have an updated map with a lovely tunnel that you came down. Hooray! Makes my life easier. Okie dokie. Okay, so Elizabeth is doing that. Some of the Molemen guards that are with you, and you each should have one as an ally on your sheet if you need them. Not that I'm sure. Starts asking what's going on, and one of the miners says, "Yesterday evening we heard a terrible noise along the eastern wall of the main mine, and the ground began to shake. We thought it was just a tremor, but suddenly the wall burst open and a giant whirling cone of metal issued forth, knocking miners aside and bringing a portion of the wall down upon it. After a few moments, strangers wearing golden armor exited the machine and threatened us with powerful weapons. Our foreman Grom resisted and they shot him dead. We had no choice but to lay down our tools and surrender. The invaders interrogated us, but we were interrupted by the tunnel gators spilling out of the new passage, clambering over the strange machine and attacking everyone in the path. We retreated and made our way here, where we barricaded ourselves in the room. There were at least 25 miners on duty yesterday. Unless the others managed to hide in the mines, I fear we're the only survivors. Charles, you notice some bright white light at the end of the corridor.
Psst, guys, incoming.
White glow growing in intensity, in fact.
Okay, well,
Take cover.
yep. And I guess we'll see what we can do to get the injured off to the side, out of the line of fire, at whatever it is that's coming down that tunnel.
Is not shaken. So, I don't know why it says you look shaken. Don't worry about that. Okie dokie. That's a shame. Miner got. Right, he should be on hold. Miner 5 should be on hold. Miner should be on incapacitated. Miner should be on hold because he's incapacitated. Everyone else is okay. And yes, there appear to be some glowing white, glowing lizards coming down the tunnel towards you. Yeah, it's a large, squat lizards, apparently. They have an iridescent glow, apparently. And Lizarus is going first. He is at the moment trying to
Does
heal
everybody
someone.
get a Benny for my Joker?
Yeah.
Everyone got a Betty from your Joker.
Cool. He's a nice Joker.
He's an interesting one, isn't he? But anyway,
I'm going to move over here, get my bow out, and shoot the first tunnel gator with a bow, with my longbow.
which one do you want to target? Just target, just
Oh, right. Sorry. Give me a sec here.
That's good. That's all good. You hit with your bow.
I'd like to re-roll for that damage, please.
I guess. Light up the tunnel because right.
Will that penetrate his scaly hide?
I'm afraid not. The arrow bounces off him. What are your Molman guards armed with? Your Molman guards have stone clubs. Woohoo! Okay, so you've each been given a Molman Molman mic. So on your allies tab, it will find your NPC sheet for your Molman. So that's what you'll need to use to control him. It will tell you. Oh dear, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh no, they've got specialized filtering goggles, which they will drop down in this bright light. That's okay. So yeah, Yeah, so they're armed with stone clubs. So whether you want to get them engaged yet is up to you guys. But anyway, what's Molman Mike up to?
Molman Mike is looking after the guys I did the first aid on for the time being.
Not a problem at all. Okay, this tunnel gator here then, way down the list. See you there, and he can see Zeus just fired something at it. Constant glow, detectable with the naked eye in dark conditions. Okay. The tunnel gator literally starts eating its way through the wall. Disappears out of the tunnel below you. Well, this one is just going to come and attack. Piece of 4. Oh, that's just enough for it to make it. That's brilliant. Not for you guys, but brilliant for my distancing. In its eagerness to attack Charles, it basically overestimates its speed, and basically Charles is able to easily duck out of the way of the attack. Tunnel Gator 5 is going to advance. Tunnel. And miner number 1. He's got a Phrygian shovel apparently and a ray gun pistol. There, yeah, you don't have those. They'll just have shovels. He's just going to basically and another tunnel gator here is going to have to run. He's gonna have to run to reach that tasty lizard man. She get stuff there, and almost bites lizards. Okay, another tunnel gator down here. Well, this tunnel gator is gonna chew through the tunnel and end up somewhere else. And this one's going to do the same thing. Bites its way through the tunnel and stop tunneling through the rock. You can't see it. Azul, you're up next, sir.
All right. Well, I believe that a cone would hit all 3 of those. So yes. I will selectively.
You know me too well. You know you've got to say that, otherwise I mean.
I know. Indeed. All right. So, yep, let me target. And I will take off the PowerPoints, and I will selectively burst my blue goo. All right, so 1 wound for the first one.
Cries out in pain as you hit it. Yeah, down.
Quite a juxtaposition of sounds there. From the deep-throated growl to the high-pitched Wilhelm scream.
I know. Can't help it.
Yeah, they're tough little fuckers. Okay.
Have to do a shake 'em.
All right, and with that,
You
I'll go back there.
You do a brave Sir Robin.
That's right.
And you have a moleman under your command. Moleman number 2.
Indeed. And Molman 2. Let's see what he can do.
He can hit things with his stone club.
Oh, that's it. No range.
No, afraid not.
Okay. All right. And his pace is 5. Okay. So he will let's see. He will, that's a 7. And he's going to run. And he's going to, my wild attack is in here. I'll just add 2 to the roll.
Oh no, I just type. You just say wild attack, and I'll type it in like that.
Yeah, no, I mean I can just do it manually. I'm not trying to put you out, and then I will find
but then he's not vulnerable. Then he's not vulnerable, so it makes him squishy and he's nice to eat later on if he's vulnerable.
Yeah, well, I know. I was trying to avoid that. Okay. Never know. Never know. Okay, so have you applied the wild attack? I don't see it, but that's oh, there you go.
Yep.
Blind.
They give off very bright light. He can barely see in there. he can't see.
Oh well, shit. Maybe he'll do a desperate attack then if he can't see.
I did say they've got the filters. They're the guards, so that's okay. It just says, yeah, they're total blindness. I'm going to be nice. He targeted. He's targeted himself. He targeted himself and the tunnel gator, so he doesn't hit. He doesn't hurt the gator. He hits it, but it's not a damaging attack, I'm afraid to say. The end of his go.
Fuck. Okay.
Okie dokie. Tunnel miner number 4 will defend. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that I've got on the combat tracker. The Victor, you're up, sir.
Okay. I don't know he's actually in the way. So I'll get like a position at height. I can see over Elizabeth and Charles.
Okay. Good shot, but it doesn't do any real damage, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think so.
Dig 'em. Like that.
Give yourself a penny if you know what it's from.
Alas, I do not, so you get away with that one. You get away with that one.
He's a countryman of yours.
Means I can't have the Benny. I'm going to look it up anyway. Meantime, what's bring him up to? Jiminy says, let the berries flow. Well, there we go. You get.
Thank you.
Okie dokie.
Right on him. And is he coming into the game today or no?
He's working. He was going to try and get on the Discord, but I suspect he's busy if he's just typing that. So he's with you in spirit, and his character's having a little nap back at the castle because he was the one who failed his bigger check, wasn't he? Oh, that should have a light power on it. There we go. Gets us to Charles.
Charles will pull his wielding goggles down and poke this thing with a stick.
Okay. You're not blinded by him because you're not a mole man, but it does help against the brightness.
Doop, 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 doop. Poke with a stick. There's my stick. Poke.
That's a hit.
Rather good hit.
A rather good hit indeed. Yeah, that's one less double gator.
And I will holler back over my shoulder. Be careful, guys. They're coming through the walls.
Just realised
I'll come
something.
up here and threaten this one.
Just realised something. I've obviously overwritten the incapacitated scream with the Goblin Wilhelm scream. That's why I'm not getting different screams. That's a bit annoying. Go back and look when I did it originally. I did like those silly old screams, especially the owl one. Easy screaming. Sounds like it's. What's that one crazy screaming? Yeah. Oh yes, I remember that. I recognise that one. You used that in Curse of the Crimson Throne, didn't they? I'm not going to find it, am I? Oh well, it looks like we're just going to have the goblins. We're going to have the Goblin Wilhelm screams today. It would appear. Oh well. I updated. I realised my Slade sound back was missing some of the Savage, the Pathfinder one, so I mixed the two together, forgetting I did different sound effects for one. Good morning from your friendly neighbourhood deciders of the Flash Gordon RPG. Hello, Scott. How are you? Marlin number 4 is over there and moving. Okay, Safari, you are not shaken, so don't worry about the fact it says you're shaken. You are fatigued.
Okay.
They were drilling to the centre of Mongo, and they've just got hit by the little gators. More.
For some reason, my psionics is down to 1 point, and I'm trying to put the thingy on it, and it won't. So, is there some reason that it's not allowing me to? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
And one of your beddies. I don't know what's going on there, so I tried
to. I drug it down
That's
and
okay.
dropped
It's
it.
okay. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
probably used the wrong thing. I probably put it over the box of how many there were instead of the icon. Anyway,
I dragged it. I dropped it over the 1, but it made it a
Okay.
6. So I'm not going to worry too much. Go for it. Even give
all
me a
right,
bed
I'm
back.
going to move over to miner number 2, who is incapacitated, and I'm going to attempt to heal him because I have no target that I can actually shoot at to to hit anything, I don't think. There's nothing I can actually see that hasn't got somebody, one of my companions, standing in front of it.
Well, unless you critically fail, it won't be a problem.
The way I'm rolling today, I really don't want to take the chance. Anyhow, I'm going to try to heal this guy so maybe he can get back up on his feet and help defend us.
That's a successful casting on miner number 2. So miner number 2 is no longer incapacitated and gets back up.
So that's 3, so that puts me down to 3 power points. And drag that back over. And look, it's not taking it. What the hell's going on?
Your character sheet's locked. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. I was going to say, is your character sheet locked?
No, I don't. It says unlocked.
No, that's okay then. Because I did unlock it. I unlocked it, but I didn't know if it says
could just be that the system's slow. And it's taken a while for the
yeah, understood.
Everything to catch up, maybe.
No problemo. Right, what's your moleman up to?
Oh, Mole Man. He is the one and only. Will watch our backs and be ready in case something decides to come through the wall.
Okie doke. I'll put his name in.
Having heard what Charles said.
I'll put his name in quotes if he's the one and only Mole Man. Oh,
well, he says Mole Man with no number after him, so I guess he's the one and only.
We have 3 jokers. 3 jokers, count them. The Tunnel Gator's got a joker. Lizard's got a joker. And the Tunnel Gator's got a joker. So that's one Betty for all of you and 2 Betties for me. Aren't I lucky fellow? Okay, well, I'm just going to tunnel that way. And that's Lizard's. You're up, sir.
Lizard's is going to move over to the one that Charles was working on and give it a good slash with his claws.
Go for it. It's target it before you roll, I was about to say, but you rolled anyway. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep playing with that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hit with a raise. The other trick is you could actually sort of pick up the dice and drop them on your on the top token you want to attack. That works as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hit with both primary and secondary hand.
Yep. Wound from the first attack. Do you want to see if the second one does anything? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I just got 2 bennies. I might as well. He doesn't have the joker though, does he? What's his figure? I might as well try. Because I'm particularly evil and full of bennies. Oh, look at that! 1 success, 1 fail, so it goes down anyway. Oh, hang on. Oh. No, the second one's only a shaken, it would appear. Ha ha! I don't know why. I must have soaked the 17 and then the 11 would only become a shaken. So it's up, but it's shaken. Huzzah! And Moleman Mike. What's Moleman Mike up to?
Moleman's Mike is going to get his club ready for when the nasty things decide to come over the walls.
Okie dokie. I'm going to defend. Okay, I've got a joker and I'm not afraid to use it. Tunnel Gator. It's like... He's not going to make it. He's going to be short. Look at that. He's short. He just doesn't reach you. Oh, I'm dying. Any ranged abilities? Oh, I think they do actually. Okay. Basically, this Tunnel Gator comes charging towards you, as it gets really close, it opens up. It pops open the back of its throat, revealing a brightly illuminated interior. And Lizarus, you need to make an evasion roll, which is an agility check at -2, to avert the gaze or be shaken and vulnerable. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Even with -2, that's a 7, so you're fine. You avert your gaze in time, and therefore are not dazzled by the blindingly bright light. Miner number 4 is going to come step forwards to here. And Zafara, you're up.
Safara will move over to miner number 5, who is incapacitated.
GM cheating here to speed up the fight.
A minute here. Target miner number 5. And try to do a healing on him.
Okie dokie. That's a successful casting on miner number 5.
Right.
Okay, so he is no longer on hold. He's no longer incapacitated and no longer on hold. Active. All well and good. And what is the one and only Moleman doing?
One and only Moleman will continue to defend in case one of these things comes through the wall.
Sounds reasonable. Okay. Miner number 5 is no longer incapacitated. He's going to move over to here and take up a defensive vigilant stance with his shovel. Victor, you're up, sir.
Okay. Okay. Guys behind us are safe. But
that's a hit. As you fire your ray gun rifle over Lizarus's head.
for a better shot. There we go. Hit the rays. Not roll the raise damage.
Oh, that's because I forgot to delete it. So there we are. We'll turn that into a 13. Still is only a shaken. Unless you want to take my 5, which would make it a 16, which would wound it.
I'll take your 5. Give a bonus.
Down it goes.
Now, so you take one of my bennies away. For some reason, it's still not letting me up my power points. Or my psionic points.
It's showing you as having. It's showing you as having 8.
Yeah, I went in and mechanically typed that in, but I'm up a benny. So could you please take one from me?
In all fairness, I thought I saw you spend one earlier. You could turn it up. I thought I saw you turned it up.
I tried to do it again, and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, it says you're using a benny to regain power points. So it did work once.
Yeah.
Which would, because you were on 3 and then you went up to 8 and then you failed to cast, so you'd be on 7. So I don't think you need to lose a benny. I think it worked. It might just not have updated you.
I didn't fail to cast. The last time I did it, it was a successful cast, was it not? I had to benny.
Oh yes, sorry, you did have to benny it. I apologise.
Yeah.
Yes. So that would have been
I
8
just
down
tried to up them again.
5.
I just tried to up it.
There you go. There we go.
It should be 8. It should be 8.
Okie dokie. No problem.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Okie dokie. Digham's up next. This is just
he's just gonna stay back there on guard since
okie dokie.
actually happened.
Needs a bit of bend. Good. Okay. Azul's next. He ran away, didn't he?
Well, he did. He's not silly.
Indeed.
All right. So,
More expediating the combat cheating.
over here. And he will selectively target. I'm sure the cone will get there, but I'm just going to make sure.
Oh, the cone will reach.
Yeah, definitely.
Cones have got a similar
Okay, and he
advantage.
will selectively target and do his thing.
9-inch.
With the blue goo. Ah, they just dragged it on him. It didn't drop.
Trying to give away a Benny. Karma, let the bennies flow. Karma is also fickle, so the GM gets one too. I think I've got enough, but thank you very much. You see how many bennies I had after Tuesday's session? It was 20 odd. Ridiculous.
This guy's dead.
He most certainly does appear to be an ex-gator. It has ceased to be. Molman 2 is standing there looking all brave and vulnerable.
Like Burt Reynolds. Well, that's it, isn't it?
So you did see at least.
Benny for cutie pie. She can give Benny a cutie pie. Benny a cutie pie. She got my joke. She got my joke.
Righty ho. Okay.
All right, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's no one else to hit, so.
Try that again, shall we? Yeah. Okay, suddenly, the tunnel wall bursts open. A gator just pours through, bites down on Molman 2, who cries out in pain as he's literally almost chopped in half, or bitten in half, I should say, and goes down.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Mine are number one.
What the hell was that?
They're tunneling creatures, aren't they? They tunnel through solid
Gators
rock.
don't tunnel.
Stay away
Gators
from the
don't
wall.
They're not alligators. What on earth made you think they were alligators?
I don't know the word gator.
The fact I even gave you the description of them earlier as well.
The bite. Yeah, I mean, you know. I can think of a few clues.
It's not my fault they decided that the authors called them gator.
Tunneling wasn't in the description.
They burst. Oh, yeah, they. Oh, no,
you mean the tunnel part of Tunnel Gator?
Yeah, but they just resided in the tunnel.
They eat alligators.
Put an ing on the end of tunnel, so they're tunneling gators.
That's right.
Okay, so Charles will come over there and attempt to avenge Moleman 2's demise, but fail.
Indeed, but fail.
And surprise. Gaffing.
He's going to continue standing there guarding. I mean, oh, wait, we've got a couple guys laying on the ground over there still. No, let's move over here and guard these guys laying on the ground.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Elspeth's comment. Good thing he isn't paid to think. I think that's aimed at you, Azul.
I was gonna say, is that aimed at me or you?
Well, they're called tunnel gators, and you were surprised when it tunneled. Oh, here comes the bots onto the stream.
Yeah.
And instantly they're banned. Okie dokie. Well, it's not a good day for the players. The tunnel gators are getting all the jokers today. Ha 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 ha. I'm getting so many bennies. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't appear to be moving the combat tracker on. So let's do it manually. I don't know what's going on. There we go. So we'll just move the combat tracker on manually. Okie dokie, number 6.
What happened to Miner 6?
Miner 6 has been incapacitated.
Minus 6 has been incapacitated. Minus 6 has been incapacitated since it's got here. It's just for some reason something was going funky with the combat tracker, so I had to put it on an on-hold incapacitated NPC to get the combat tracker moving. Anyway, so a tunnel gator bursts through the wall and attacks the original mole man, but misses.
Oh no!
I'll spend a penny. Oh dear. Oh, the original Molman is only shaken. Another tunnel gator bursts out of the walls and attacks miner number 4. One of the ones she just spent all those power points healing. And hits. Oh, that's miner number 4 is basically definitely beyond saving this time as he goes down.
I'm crying out loud.
Zafara, you're up.
Ugh, I'm ticked off. All my fine work just went away, so I think I'm going to pull out my ray gun and I am going to shoot tunneling gator number 4.
Okie dokie. He's still chewing down on the miner you just healed.
I can't do a damn thing today. Look at this. This is just... Come on. You. There we go.
Edward Rays. Fire your ray gun pistol, and you avenge. You hit yourself.
That's what you get.
Perhaps you managed to hit yourself. There we go. A 14 on a tunnel gator will only shake it.
Oh, okay.
Shake it. It's easy to hurt. The original mole man remains shaken. Charles is up next.
I will try and stab this gator again.
Go for it.
I'm poking it with a sharp stick.
It doesn't like being poked with a sharp stick. Its tough hide doesn't seem to want to be punctured by it.
Yeah, I see that.
And what's Mole Man 4 going to do?
Mole Man 4 is going to attack Tunnel Gator. Mole Man 4. Bring
Mole Man 4 attacks Tunnel Gator 8. Sounds like a football result. Mole Man 4, Tunnel Gator 8. Brings back memories of my childhood, but you probably have to be British to reference.
No, I understand those kinds of things. Okay, he beats on him effectively as Charles did.
It was a very distinct voice they used in the UK. I don't know if that's international.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. No, there's a couple of them here in the States about baseball too. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Tunnel Gator 6 just basically opens its throat and attempts to dazzle you, Charles. You need to make an evasion roll.
do I get a bonus since I've got my goggles on?
We'll worry about that after. If you don't do you
Fair.
still have to avert your gaze. Indeed, because you avert your gaze, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, Azul, you're up, sir.
All right. I'm gonna make boots out of this guy,
That sounds like a blood
and
bowl.
I will shoot my blue goo. But this time I don't have to be selective because I can angle the cone.
You do have to be selective. Because that's a code. If you're trying to hit him without having selective, I can't see how you're going to do it.
I meant to move. My bad. All right, I'll pay the extra point because the thing didn't move.
Oh, okay. No. If you put a movement on and I hadn't accepted it, I will.
I tried to move and it didn't work right, but I just, it is what it is.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You move to there. You don't need the selective. It's all fine. Roll damage. Come on. Oh, so close. I believe in you.
I do too.
I don't.
I'm gonna go with my last one.
Oh, he spent all his bennies to do
There we
that.
go.
That's very brave. Spending all your bennies for that commitment. I'm going to do that. Actually, no, I'm not going to give you that penny. I'll tell you what, that because you were so convinced. No, give me a chance. You were so convinced that spending your last penny was worthwhile. I'm not going to give you a penny.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Can give you a point because that strikes me as very much your conviction was you could hurt it, and that's what you managed to prove in the end. So I'm going to actually give you a point of conviction instead.
And I would mole man dead. So
Joe Rama, put the balloon goo on full blast. Let the balloon bennies flow. So you get Benny anyways, just not from me. Okay,
well,
Minus swings his Phrygian shovel, which probably should have had an improvised weapon, but and misses. That brings us to Lizraz.
Okay, I'm going to step over and claw bite that. No, maybe not bite. Claw Gator 6.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, too much D&D getting through there.
Never heard of it. Oh dear, I closed my adventure by mistake.
So only one hit?
Only the one hit. By mistake.
I'm going to Benny that to see if I can break 11. Well, at least make it.
That's a wound. That is a wound. That gator goes down. Because someone spent all their bennies to shake it. Therefore, all you had to do was shake it. Okay.
Moleman Mike is going to move over to Gator 4 and mack him with a club.
Okie dokie.
nice.
Moleman Mike has targeted Gator 4. Beautiful. Right, whack his stone club. Oh, that's unfortunate. Actually, he should have
Teamwork makes the dream work.
He should have had a gang up, but it didn't make any difference there. Okay,
And I
that
can't
brings-
give him I can't give him a bendy, can I?
You cannot. No, you have the common bondage. You could, but otherwise you can't. And even
Next
then, I'm not
advance.
sure if you can. Actually, I'm going to check the wording on that. I don't have a problem using common bond to give rerolls to NPCs. I'm just going to check what the official ruling
Well,
is.
he's an ally, right? So he's
Exactly.
a little bit more than an NPC.
Well, you know, an extra, I should say. Character with edge can freely give her bennies to any other character she can communicate with. Doesn't say it has to be a wild card. So yeah, if you take, if you have,
nice. So someone else took common bond too. Good.
No. I'm just saying if you take common, if you take common bond, you can use it on extras.
Which I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tough hide of these tunnel gators is proving very hard to penetrate today. You get the guy with 9 bennies.
I think I'm gonna need to sharpen my claws up to armor piercing.
Oh, look at that! That was a good shot. You obviously Victor takes aim and literally drills through that tunnel gator. I've got a joker, so it'd be silly not to try and soak. Oh, soak 2 of the 3 wounds. The gator goes down.
Okay.
And that
One of
brings
my-
Sigum.
It is 6. Yep, I can get over there. Targeted.
You failed to do a good enough hit upon it, I'm afraid.
Nope. Any?
Oh no, you do. You hit. Suppose when you got that many bennies, you can take the more flamboyant double action attacks, can't you? I've got quite a few bennies. I might risk one. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I'm afraid this tunnel gate is made of stern stuff and just shrugs off that blow. Someone needs to share bennies.
No, he'll move over here. Stand
Okay.
guard.
Okie dokie, no problem at all. I can't spell defend. I've just put him. I've just
I know.
nerfed him instead.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Miner number 2 is going to wade in as well. We can get these into a situation where we could absolutely maximize gang up bonus. There we go. And then he's going to use his wrong NPC, but we're going to swing his shovel. And unfortunately, even with a +1 gang up bonus, be a +1 plus. That should be a +2 +3. Still not going to be enough. But anyway. Miner number 1 is over there, and okay, and then let's do that. Second tunnel gator comes out of that tunnel and bites Mormon Mike. Oh, Mormon Mike takes a wound. Down Mormon Mike goes.
Oh no!
And some
They
combatants.
killed Mormon Mike.
And Lizarus is up first.
Is that lizard that killed Mike within 7?
You'll have to run. Yeah, you can't run over you can't run over the you can't clamber over that barricade. You can clamber over the last one if you want, like that. I'll allow that. That'll be an athletics as part of your move. That's not a problem.
Remember, I walk walls.
Oh, of course you do. I apologise. I shall give a Benny to Azul by way of apology because he's the worst off. Because you've got 9 and you don't need another one. I forgot you're a wall walker. Yep. You just clamber across the wall.
We'll try that again, please.
Well, you can spend as many bennies as you like. There's no limit. Yeah, well, I say there is no limit. There is a limit. There's no limit on how many bennies you spend as long as you still have one left. Oh, as long as you don't do that.
No, I think I'll stop now. I sort of land in the pile and you can't do anything.
I'm going to basically your over eagerness to avenge Mulman Mike there, you overextend yourself and leave yourself vulnerable. Zafara is no longer shaken, it would appear.
What have we got here? We have 2 bad guys over there, but everybody's standing around. I don't think I can get to. Oh, yes, I can. I move over to here.
Yep, that works.
And shoot Tunnel Gator number 4 point blank.
If you only you can do that, but then you'll have to beat its parry. Whereas if you sort of just stood back there and shot through, then you can.
Okay.
You only have to get a 4 to hit.
All right. Yeah, let's try that again.
Although I will say the downside of that at the moment is you've shot a miner in the back, but you spent a penny, so you haven't shot a miner in the back. Roll that damage. Oh. Going for it. You'll go. Oh, good reroll. Look at that. That's a wound because it's already shaken. It would appear. Oh no, 17. I'm talking rubbish. I'm misreading. I read the 1 as a 7. No, I'm not going to spend a penny on that. So that's another one down. That leaves 1 left. Very nice. Very nice shot.
Oh, did Mole Man, the original, get unshaken?
No. He can move though. If he wants, he can move. He's just can't act because he's shaken.
Okay.
There. Sorry, because I moved on.
Yeah, I think he'll stay there and keep an eye on. Actually, no, I'm going to move him to there, just in case something else decides to come out, and that way the incapacitated are guarded.
And the miners aren't going to wade. The miners aren't going to wade in because they realise their shovels aren't that good. That brings us to Azul.
All right. And I will have to selectively
That's a bit too musical, isn't it? That one. I got too used to having all the nice sound effects from the adventure made up. That's even more musical. Come on. There we go. That's over. Oh, he's using that conviction on his last penny. Nice touch. And look at that. The conviction. Not well spent. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Charles.
Man, you guys just can't finish up anything here, can you?
Gotta leave you something to do.
I'm gonna stand up here next to Victor.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my gun up next to his head. He
Let
can't
me
go
hit-
deaf from the explosion.
You'll need a quick athletics check to clamber over that rock.
Oh, that's in that case. I'm gonna go clamber over there behind Victor and go face down behind him instead, and spend the rest of my action clambering to my feet.
Well, no, I mean you're up on top of the rock. Yeah, you're basically.
Oh, okay. I
No,
guess I can shoot him from there. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get over the rock, so you can shoot him from there. But unfortunately, it will be dramatic appropriate to shoot Isras in the back if you want to. But you don't. Because if you clambered over, you'd have been fine. She's so close.
So close.
I was being
I rolled a
sarcastic.
3.
I was being sarky.
I rolled a 3.
I know. I thought I was being sarcastic. Why told Alexi so?
He is going to go ahead and dart over here and see if he can't help.
Ooh, he really wants to get in on the action, doesn't he?
Well, that was his cousin over there, so he's a little...
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Hang on.
Okay.
That was his cousin, you say?
Yes.
That means he rolled an 8.
Okay. I won't argue with that.
Roll for damage. Yeah, just why not? Roll the damage. That didn't do him any good, but there you go. It seems that you kill his cousin, he'll be very motivated to do something about it. And if villains can have conviction, why can't I give a Molman minor conviction, eh? Victor.
All right.
Minor conviction.
New one.
Very good, I like that. Sounds like...
Maybe there's
I've reached W on the Pathfinder 2 bestiary, so I'm nearly at the end. Pathfinder bestiary 2, I should say. Hit with a raise on the Tunnel Gators number 7.
I just did. All right.
Ooh. I should really rename martial artist to pugilism because it's Flash Gold. Oh. That's annoying. That's a shaken tunnel gator, unless you're going to have to really hit it very hard.
No. All right. I shake him.
And Diggum's next. Still going to carry on defending that flank.
He's going to stay there over there and protect the incapacitated miners. Yeah.
Now I bumped up the number of NPCs because it's a
They
big
provide
party.
a tempting target.
Indeed. Okay. And that brings us to Tunnel Gator, who has recovered from being shaken. And he's obviously going to go for the vulnerable lizards, getting a hit. He thinks that lizard looks mighty tasty and takes a bite, causing a possible wound upon Lizrus. There's a big chunk that gets bitten out of Lizrus's torso.
Ow!
Of course, you do get to soak that if you want to. Or take the wound and be mightily heroic about it. And save your bennies, it's up to you.
I'm going to try to soak it when I find myself here.
I mean, they're level 1. They're novice characters, so I thought it'd be interesting. But yeah, look, level 2. It's about balance right, I think, really. Well done.
I'm sorry. I'm a little confused. I'm looking for my soak button. I don't see it.
That's okay. Oh, that's okay. I'll do it for you. There you go. You're fine. No problemo. Okay. Final combatant. So, will this be the final round? Oh, look at that. More jokers abound as Victor gets a joker and Benny's go to all the players. That's an awful lot of push to talk there.
Well, sometimes I miss the delete.
Victor, you're up, sir. But it's turned into more music. Yep. What is on with these sound effects today? Mind you, it's quite a dark height.
We will pound on him.
I lost the dinosaur. That's a hit.
That is ridiculous. That's not acceptable.
It's still only a hit.
Not acceptable.
You need to roll a 9 if you want the raise.
No.
And it's already shaken, don't forget. No, it's not. Yeah, unshook.
Alligator's got a parry of 7, right?
Yeah.
So raise, I need 11. I've got a +3-ish.
You got a +2 gang up bonus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. +3 altogether. Shouldn't be that hard to hit him.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. You're getting a +1 because you're a martial artist, yes. You are hitting him, you're just not getting the 11, that's all.
Yeah, but with the Joker bonus plus, I should have a +5 because of the Joker bonus. Altogether. So gang up +2, Joker bonus +2,
yeah.
Martial artist 5. I only needed a 6 to hit the son of a.
So you wrote, yeah. The best you got was a 5. Yeah, that's the problem. You just needed to roll a 6 on the dice. I see what you're saying. Yes. Yeah. Statistically, you should have done it with that many rolls.
Done.
It should be pointed out the person who's created this adventure is apologising for making him so tough. You guys, right now. Minor number 2 can't reach, so he can't do much, I'm afraid. Okay, well, the tunnel gator. I think I'm going to do. It's got animal intelligence. It can smell metal. It's just basically going to pop its throat open and dazzle Victor in its luminescent gaze. So you need to make an evasion check to a virtual gaze in time, Victor.
Sorry, what was that?
You need to make an evasion check to avert the dazzle. You need to avert your gaze before you're dazzled, as the tunnel gator opens its throat and lets you see the huge glow emanating from its insides. You're fine. That brings us to Lizrez.
Okay, can I get back up now and hit him?
Oh yeah, you're fine. Go for it. From me. You all glow down there. Yes, they glow. They all glow down here. Oh, that's unfortunate. And there, you're with them. You all glow too. That's it.
And the second one hits.
It was indeed. Oh, look, there's an 8. I think that's a shaken. Oh, you need another shaken, and the job is done. There you go. 2 shakens equals 1 incapacitation. And with that, you have defeated all the tunnel gators.
Yay!
What does everyone do now? The Molman guards sort of start picking up the bodies of their fallen comrades. And it looks like
Some healing on the 2 Molemen who are still here and incapacitated
Go
to get
for
them
it.
back up and going.
Go for it. Well, that crit fail fatigue is giving you a lot of pain.
Yes,
and
I
suffering.
know. If I had relief, I'd cast it upon myself.
Yes. I suspect I could see a new powers edge coming up. Actual fact, I tell you what, I don't think there's anything that says in the new powers you have to take. You can't take because you've got 2 arcane backgrounds. You can take 1 power for each. Logically speaking, you take 1 psionic and 1 mongomancy when you take the new powers edge.
Would
I
I?
believe. I don't think there's anything
Oh,
that I don't think there's anything in that says you can't. It just says you learn 2 new powers by choosing this edge. You may choose from any powers of his rank or lower normally available to his arcane background. So as far as I'm concerned, you've got 2 arcane backgrounds, so you can take 1 psionic, 1 mongomancy. Because you've got arcane backgrounds.
I like that. I'll try once more, and that'll leave me with 1 Benny left, but we'll see what happens. Come on. Yeah.
I'll go back using my.
All right, so I can get 1 of them. I'll get 1 of them back, at least back up.
Yep.
And then I'll try. I assume Mike has recovered from his shaken, or not Mike, but Mole Man, the original.
Mole Man has recovered. Yes.
All right. 1 last time on this other guy, and see if we can get him up and going. No, I'm sorry. He's gonna have to go with the.
Oh, you're in a very
healing.
You're in a very bad way now. You're -2.
Was that another critical failure?
That's another critical fail.
Oh, for God's sake!
I'm
I
afraid.
almost knocked myself out there.
Actually, that's a very good point. Can you?
Yes, I can. In psionics, if you go,
Yeah, you could. Yeah, one more crit fail, and you'll suffer brain burn and take a wound. Ouch! It's already suffered 2 brain burns.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for the psionics for me for a while.
Oh, hang on. No, I'm getting my Mongo. Oh, that was Mongomancy. Brain burn's different. Brain burn. Sorry, I got that wrong. You're not suffering another point of fatigue because I've got my 2 muddled up. Brain burn is completely different. What's your smarts? Your smarts is D8. So, actually, so I got it wrong.
Sorry.
Brain burn is you shake everyone inside that circle. Fortunately, you're out of combat, but you just shook everyone in the cave with a brain burn. Your brain overloads and it seeks additional friendly minds to absorb the energy. The Scion and all allies within smarts are shaken, and that can cause a wound. So I've got my Mongomancy and my brain burn modded up. So you're still at -1, but everybody's shaken. And obviously everyone can recover. So okay, you're gonna have to pick. It looks like you're gonna pick this guy up and just carry him out, which is fine. As you're moving back down the tunnel, one of the Moleman, the original, he's the original, obviously. He's carrying a crystal radio, and it reacts in response to an intercepted signal. Hello, can anyone hear us? This is Kinslow. We're trapped in the crevasse in the center mine. There are at least 3 tunnel gators attempting to claw their way in. The edge of the crevasse is starting to crumble, and we don't know how much longer we have. Please send help. The transmission ends with a burst of static.
Tally ho.
Is that
Where's miner number 1? Where's miner number? The miner's quite worried because miner's the one who told you about everything that happened earlier. He said there were 25 of miners when they started out, and he says he says that he recognizes that name and pleads with you to rescue the trapped miners. And especially as one of the others mentions, he doesn't mention it himself, but one of the other miners whispers to you that Kinslow is his brother. Is this miner's brother. Miner number 5, because I picked the wrong. They are.
well?
But they give you directions to the mine itself. They explain it's a relatively short walk. As you head along, you hear the occasional roar of a tunnel gator from up ahead, but no other sounds accompany this frightening noise. Proper map. Okay, so let's go through this. The mine itself, when you reach it, is an expansive pit, several hundred feet across. A wide path enough to accommodate 2 side-by-side push carts leads down to the pit floor. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, get that. From here, occasional flashes of white light can be seen, accompanied by the roars, grunts of the tunnel graters as they prowl around a dark rent in the earth. Several bodies lie around the edge of the quarry, including at least one Mongolian soldier wearing Imperial armor. This grotesque display of carnage is enough to warrant a fear check. That's fun, isn't it? So all of you get let me clear all your cards and any convictions anyone's got going there, and then you can the easiest way to do it is if you literally just type roll fear /roll fear. Okay, miner number 3 is miner number 2 up edge. So
It's not at a minus, is it?
no, it isn't.
Okay. Then I make it.
Mustache, have a great time, says Savage Scott. See you later, Savage Scott. I hope they do have a good time. Okie dokie. Right, so let's close that up. Let's move that down to there. Let's that map off. And open this map up. Okay. On the far right side of the pit, partially buried under a rockfall, is the gravel-polished golden nose of the stolen. It's green to me, not golden. The stolen electric mole. There's no sign of life anywhere in the mine apart from the hungry tunnel gators prowling around the dark crevasse, which is obviously here. The distance to the crevasse and the tunnel gators is equal to the long-range rating of the best weapon carried by the heroes. That's an interesting. To get closer, you have 3 options. You can abseil down the sheer cliff walls. You can make your way down the pathway. So you can literally clamber down the walls. You can make your way down the pathway. Well, there appears to be a zip line. Yeah. So clear down make your way down the pathway. You'll zip line down a cable running from the nearby stand all the way to the ground close to the crevasse. Okay, so rappelling down the 30-foot cliff requires a successful, unmodified athletics roll. There are ropes and pitons and other available equipment to make the journey relatively easy. No rolls are required to walk down the pathway unless you want to try and move down it stealthily. As for the zip line, buckets with pulleys can be placed on the line as a handhold to ride down to the opposite length. 2 strength rolls are required on the journey down. It takes 2 rounds to make the trip. Should the first roll fail, you fall 20 feet, but you only fall 10 feet if you fell on the second. At the bottom of the zip line, you get to make an agility roll to land safely on you. Otherwise, you're not prone. Okay. So there we go.
How high is the ceiling of this cavern?
The ceiling of the cavern, I don't. Ceiling will say it's another 30 feet up.
Okay, so I can fly.
You certainly can. I was going to say, actually, you can obviously, whichever you can sort of position yourselves anywhere along this southern edge before because there's I'd say you can position yourselves anywhere you want on the southern side of the map because you're not in combat, so you can move freely. So that's a lot. There you go. On the southern side of the map. You start on the southern side of the map. You don't get to fly over anywhere else just yet. Because then once you're positioned on where you want to start and how you want to get down to the cavern floor, then we'll go into turns because you'll give cards because that will give you extra. Might give you extra bennies, and also different people will be moving down at different rates, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll do the wall walking thing.
Okie dokie. So, distance. That's going to be 5 inches, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, 5 inches. Yeah, everyone is currently 5 inches above the bottom. This is the easiest way to work it out. You move a pace of 7. You'll be down in 1 turn, won't you? Walker. Right. Let's see what we get. Let's fill in. Oh, I didn't mean to put you on. Victor. Sounded very distorted. And mine number 1 shouldn't be there. Okie dokie. Oh look, Charles got a joker. Did it give you? Didn't give you all bennies.
Yay! He's far less likely to fall or break his neck.
Okay, Charles, you're up first. Okay, what's the link for this?
Charles is going to zip.
Okay, Charles is going to zip. So Charles clambers onto the line. I need to look tokens. Charles clambers onto the line and then zips according to. So Charles zips down the line and gets to there. All right.
Mole Man 4 is going to try and climb down.
Oh dear. Let's do your joker bonus. He's lucky. He made it. You climb at half your pace, don't you? And Mole Man has a pace of 5, so he gets. He's 2 inches from the top. Actually, no. It says you're 2d6. You're 2 inches from the ground at that point. I'm going to say it's 3 inches and then 2 inches and then. Okay, Zafara, you can.
Zafara is going to pick up the original Mole Man, and both of us are going to fly down to the edge of the crevasse.
Okie dokie. The original.
Fly directly down to the edge of the crevasse. That's where all the gator thingies are.
I thought they were in the crevasse.
No, they're around it.
Yeah, probably fly down to the
Oh,
end
did
of
it
the
say?
zip line.
Did it say they're around it? In that case, I could put them on the map.
It
Can't I?
did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were in it. If they are not in it and they're on the edge of it, then I will definitely change my. Okay. In which case, we will.
Oh, he shouldn't be there. He should be there. He should be closer to the crevasse edge. There we go. So Zafara, you have a flight of your pace. So yeah, so you can fly straight. Yeah, you can fly 6 inches horizontally and 6 inches vertically.
Yeah.
And I think the
All right.
scale's wrong.
I think I will take Moman and I will go down to here. I will drop him off. I will fly up and I will stay up in the air and shoot tunnel gato number 5.
Only one problem with that. Scale is wrong.
What? Oh. Okay. That's 8. Oh, for heaven. All right.
Yeah, sorry, the distance modifier. I based on if I had to make I had to play around with the scale there to get to make it work with that. So that means if they're saying it 40 by 40, so I need to take this down to 20 by 20 and make the map scale 1. There we go. And now it still should stay 4, and you can fly 6 vertically and horizontally. So let me cancel that. There we go. I mean, you can fly down to the floor, but you're only going to get about that far.
In that case, then I will leave Mole Man up on the edge, and I will fly my 6 straight out, and I will shoot at tunnel gator number 5.
Okay, so the only thing I need to change is the fact that you shouldn't be 20 inches. I like that, but that's all good. Okay.
So.
Tunnel gator number 5. This will obviously warn the tunnel gators that you're there.
I know. We're going to know soon enough anyway. Well, that's definitely a hit. Let's see if I can do some damage. Right. I think I'll have to go with the miss. And Mole Man will move his whatever his is down the path.
Okay. His pace is 5. This is 5. Sorry about that. I had to get myself all sorted out there. I'm going to have to fix that in the module later. So let's put them on hold like they're meant to be. And they can accordingly. Right, there we go. So the Mole Man's moved, you've moved. That gets us to Victor. He's going down the zip line as well. Oh, sorry. Did you make your strength check? Yes, you did. You didn't. I forgot to make I forgot to get you to make your strength check, Charles, didn't I?
No, I made an athletics check. Isn't that what I was supposed to make?
No, strength apparently, because it's just holding on for dear life apparently.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, athletics later. So you're fine on that one.
Yeah, the athletics is to stop. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, apparently you get halfway on the first bit. So Victor, you go swinging down as well, and then you get to make a strength check. We used conviction. Didn't want to take that 3d6 falling damage, did you? Okay,
oh, no, that's not why I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm shooting as I go down the zip line.
Be my guest.
That's what I was thinking of doing too.
Hit with raise, hit with raise.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a wound. Depending on that one, what are you going to do to the second one? Now you've woken them up, I can put their sound effects back on. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the 2 wounder. I'm going to soak what the 1 wounder.
Hey.
Now, can I slow myself a bit since I got it?
You're not actually going to hit each other because of the fact you're moving at the same speed.
Oh, no, I want to be able to shoot more times from up here.
Not really.
So I'm not going to ask.
Well, the idea is you're sliding down on pulley systems, so the only thing you could do, I suppose, is decide to try and let go of the pulley system and let it keep going.
I'm not using a pulley system. I got a metal arm. I'm just with graspers. I'm just walked onto it and sliding down.
I will let you. Well, it's very greasy. It's probably very greasy because they run stuff up and down it. So I'm going to say no.
I wasn't going to ask unless I had a raise. I thought I had a raise, but I'm not going to ask for it unless I.
No, don't worry. No, I'm just thinking about it. It's it'd be very much oiled and stuff of free flowing of metal over stuff. So I'm going to say, unfortunately, no. Okay. What I am going to do at this point is, I'm going to enter elongator number 2. Elongator number 2 requests interrupt, and basically, it literally stares right back up at you, Victor, dazzling you with its inner light. So you get to make an evasion check to avert your gaze. This could be unpleasant up this height. Got your edge of conviction on. You're fine. No problem at all. Waste of a conviction there. And tunnel gator number 7 also going to come off hold. It's going to position itself it sort of positions itself at the end of the zip line with its baring its teeth. Almost like sort of waiting for the tasty child's morsel to just slide right down its gullet. That's all. You're up, sir.
Okay, so Sewell's going to move over to the zip line.
Okay. You were allowed to start by the zip line if you were planning to use the zip line.
Okay. And then I presume it's an action to roll the strength check and use that.
The strength
no?
check is the strength check is not an action. It's part of the. It's just basically you hanging on for dear life to not plummet.
Okay.
Okay, we'll put you there.
But
You're
I
going
want
down
to
the-
shoot. I want to cast a spell too.
I don't think you can
All right.
cast spells. Hang on.
Why not?
No, yeah, you need at least one free hand. So if you're going to hold on with one hand, you'll be okay. I'm going to give you a -4 on your strength roll if you want to cast a spell because you need. But you're okay, and so is Victor.
Okay, well, I fine.
can
So
do
I
it.
rolled a 9.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're absolutely fine because you rolled it. Go for it. Yeah, you need at least one free hand to cast spells. For the record.
Oh, okay. Well then,
So did
I'm not going to because it won't reach.
No, all of your tokens are too big, aren't they? Let's go back on with your updated token sizes. Except that make you look all nice and diddy. There we go.
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Indeed. Seeing as that's only because it's changed the scale because I made a mistake.
That's a very thick zip line.
It is, isn't it? And Mole Man, the original.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything, so I pass my turn.
Indeed.
They're too far away.
So sorry, sorry about that. I'm just fixing everything.
No worries. Lazarus is going to run as fast as he can down the cliff and towards Victor. I mean,
Okay.
no, towards
Okie
towards those rocks,
dokie.
the right side of them. And for some reason, my map has gone black.
That fix it.
Mine as well.
It's probably because I just added all your tokens again. That's not good. Well, that's easy enough. We don't need line of sight, so let's turn it off. That fix it.
Oh, there we go. All good.
Thank you.
So I click on the run dice and then do as much moves as I can.
Yep, exactly that. Click on the run die, and you can move 11 inches. Bearing in mind that it is 3 inches straight down to begin with. So ultimately you can move horizontally 8 inches horizontally. Because you've got to take off 3 inches vertical first.
Yeah, can you cancel that run move?
Yeah, sure.
There?
Yeah. Yeah, you just move yourself 8 inches. So yeah, as you
There we go. That's good. Thank you.
That's it. You literally just go head first down the wall, running as you go, and appear on the ground. All good. Yeah. Next round. Let's see what happens. Yes, I know some are on hold. That's because they haven't reacted. Okay. I've dealt cards. If anyone wishes to move up the combat tracker, feel free to do so. If you don't want to worry about it, you don't have to. I need to sort out the gators. Battle gator number 3. Yeah. Gator number 6.
I spent a penny to try to get a better card.
Gator.
Oh, I did too. Look at that.
Yes.
Okay, you get your joker. You'll get your Betty back for that one. I'll worry about that. I'll worry about that one when the time comes. And number 7 was going to go first, but it isn't anymore. So we'll put it there. Then we'll give everyone bennies because Lizarus drew a joker. He's going first. Gator.
Lizarus is going to keep up the run and head around the corner here.
Okay, hit that run button again. Oh, obviously, running down the wall did slow you down slightly. Another 2 inches of movement. You can just drag yourself out. Yeah, beautiful. Keep going. Sometimes you can find you can really just tweak that distance, that extra pixel or two. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm still working on the interface here.
That's okay. No. It's a little trick I've learned. So you can as long as you don't let go of the mouse button, you can sort of move yourself, and it won't take the final move, as it were. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all meant to be speeding things up. Are you doing anything else now you're down there?
I'll pull up my bow and maybe put an arrow in it.
They're outside the crevasse, so you can take pot shots if you want to. You did run.
Am I good enough range to be able to hit number 2 there?
That's short range. Arborian bows have a 15-inch short range. You can hit hit things up to 60 inches away with an Arborian bow. Not saying not saying you're likely to with your D4 ranged attack, but you in theory can hit things up to 60
Can you
inches
use that
away.
Can you use that with one hand, or is he running?
He ran. It's a bow. You can't use a bow one-handed.
Right, but a lizard.
Cuts out there.
I said a lizard uses all 4 feet to run.
Not a lizard man. He's a humanoid.
I am bipedal, I'm not a quadruped that way. I do have opposable thumbs, etc.
And he does have
I'm
the
not
eyes.
just a cocky croc.
He doesn't have eyes in the mechanism of his mouth. I never worked out what the hell was going on with that in a certain film. You hit. Roll for damage. Okay. Nice. So he runs down the cliff, drawing the bow, runs along the ground, notches an arrow and fires it, and actually hits the lizard. Okay, number 7. Well, number 7's going on hold. It's waiting for its Meals on Wheels to arrive. Meals Online, I should say. Number 6, come off hold. Run. It's not so far as run, so I'm going to turn that off again because that's. So I rolled a 1. That means it gets to be 5 whole inches. There we go. And Zafara, you're up. You're still flying.
I will continue to fly another 6 this way. Oops, that's 7.
That's okay. I'll move you back an inch afterwards. There you go.
Thank you. And I will shoot at Tunnel Gator number 7. Actually, how far away is that? That's 17. Yeah. No, I can't. All right, that's not my smarts. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, you'll have to do it if you. Yeah, I mean, you don't forget with powers, you'll have to triple range it to hit that far, but you can do it if you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use my. Yeah, I'm gonna use my pistol.
Okie dokie. That'll be medium range, which it'll factor in.
I cannot hit the broadside of a bloody barn door today, you guys. I'm sorry. Look at this.
You do. Well, I mean, you do need a 7 to hit right now. Because of your fatigue and medium range, you are at -3 to hit, so it is unfortunate. You just need some downtime to rest, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah, I miss. I'm not gonna.
Hey.
play more bennies on it because then I'd have to try to use more bennies to actually damage the damn thing.
Okay, so what's Mole Man doing? Mole Man!
Oh, Bull Man will continue down the path.
Okay. Oh, look, he gets to move a whole 6 inches. High speed, these Mole Man. Okay, Charles, you
He
are...
doesn't move any faster than me.
Okay, you get to make halfway down the zip line. You get to make another strength check.
Oh, we are gonna Benny that.
Well, I mean, if you worse
I
than
have
that.
a plan.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Now, don't forget, if you're planning to do anything other than hold on for dear life at this point, there's penalties, but otherwise you're okay. So you will reach the end of the zip line this
The
time.
only thing I'm planning on doing is holding on until I get down there.
Yep.
And then whenever I get down there, I'm going to let go and I'm going to just kind of tackle this guy.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Go for it. That's post athletics rolls. Oh. Yeah, actually, you'll be fine because you're not trying to land properly. You're trying to jump on top of this guy. You got 12 bennies.
You know what? Let's go ahead and be
Woo!
a little extra. Let's be a little extra with the. Oops. No. Okay, fine. Do it that way. Oh, I still got him bloody. All right, one more shot. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm afraid you go.
So much for my plan.
It sounded very good, very dramatic. I'm just going to put you just behind it, lying face down in the dirt, as you sail over the top of it. Mole Man number 4
Oh,
gets to make another athletics check. He's climbing down. Okay,
Oh, man, climbing.
He reaches the bottom because 2.5 and 2.5 is 5. Not doing any of that silly rounding. I just figured if he could get down in 2 turns with 2
Can he run at this point to get a couple of inches of movement, or is he just done?
Well, it's up to you. If you want to run, I get to roll falling damage for him.
He's gonna fail the roll. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because that would be a bit. You know what I mean? Because technically, he has to do the. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. A little too meta going on there. No, I understand.
Okay, that one's going to come round to there and not do much else. And then that's Victor. So Victor goes sliding down the line. He gets halfway to.
Now, question: how high up am I at that point? And 2,
Okay,
how
right
far
now
away?
you're 3 inches off the ground. When you get to the point I've just moved you to, when you make your second strength check, you'll be 1 inch off the ground.
What if I about there and swing myself for a flying
Let's be really methodical about this. If we think it's a 30,
elbow?
say it's a 30 inch. Well, you started there, 28 inches. I'm going to divide that by 5. So I'm going to make it 30. So you are currently, so if you want to get it to there, you'll be, technically speaking, you would still be 2 inches off the ground. So 2d6 falling damage.
Well, it's not just falling. I'm doing a flying elbow at gator number. Because the plan is to do a flying elbow at gator number 6.
Okay. Are you going to do anything? I don't see you're targeting 2. So if you'll go, it's out. So what's your plan? I see you've got 2 targets going.
I'm going to shoot number 2 as I slide down the thing. And then as I'm
Okay.
getting close to number 6, I'm going to pick and launch myself at, like I said, do that flying elbow right onto gator number 6.
Go for it.
So first my shot.
6 inches. Hit with a range.
A shot. I shot.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Splat.
Okay, so then you get to there, which is now 2. So you are going to basically attack.
Going to launch
Okay.
myself off that thing and use my speed and momentum and whatnot to, like, slam right down on that gator and
Okay,
hopefully crush him.
make an athletics check.
Do a happy dance on his head.
We'll bandy that.
That's a 6. That's successful. Do you want it distracted or vulnerable? Do you
No,
land?
no, I'm doing an attack. I want to do damage.
Yeah, no, I know that. Do you want to make it? Oh wait. Do you want to make it? Oh, okay.
In which case, make it vulnerable.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah, there was a reason for that because you're literally flying at it is what I'm thinking here. So 2d6. So here we go. 4 points of falling damage to you, so you're unharmed. And Victor, where's Victor? Where's Victor? There's Victor. Yep, as we go along. And I do that. That will be. Yep. Okay. I've just added a new damage attack to your character sheet. It's at the very top because you've already hit. You just need to
Don't forget I'm a martial artist, so get a D4.
Oh. You get a D4 as well. Yeah. Okay. Point taken. There we go. Yeah, just roll the damage, and I can apply it manually afterwards. Don't worry about that. That includes your falling damage as you land on top of it as part of your attack.
Yeah.
You know? Go for it.
So, martial artist attack.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, you'd already hit, so don't worry about that. Go for the damage.
Oh, okay, just roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll the damage. You hit it with what I decided to call a flying crump. Because you literally just land on top of it. So that's the end of that's literally just flatten it.
That's probably all movement. Okay.
You literally just go. You literally go through the air and land on top of it, and just go splat.
He flies through the air with the greatest of ease.
And because of your athletics and check, AGM, pay attention. I already said let the bennies flow. Sorry. I was sorting out. I'm doing lots of technical GME stuff there. Cut me a break.
Anyway.
Thank you, Elspeth.
If you hadn't made your athletics check, because you were landing on it anyway, if you hadn't made your athletics check, it would have just been a case of you'd have landed prone on top of it. But because you made your athletics check, you literally just land on your feet, looking very dramatic and impressive. And I've given you your conviction back. At least I thought I had, but it's vanished again. There.
He moved. So.
There we go. Azul, you're up, sir. So you are going to get to. You're going to get to there and make a strength check. Unless you're planning to do anything else. So you're fine. So you literally okay. So as you come hurtling down towards the end, you're gonna land there, And data number 7 is going to attempt to interrupt you. It really wants to eat you, as it's going to have to make an athletics check against you. Okay, it fails to interrupt you, so you land before it can snap at you. So you can now act because you're on the ground.
Okay, and I haven't engaged him yet, so I'll go here.
Yep. Yeah, he tries to react, but you land and basically get to move away before he can react.
Indeed. And then I'm going to pay the extra power point to be extra 2 power points to be do extra damage and 1 to be selective, because I don't think I can get him without getting my buddy Charles. That wasn't supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen.
That's it. What are you doing selecting?
And I'm betting that.
That's a wound. And it goes. Doesn't even live long enough to actually get its reaction. And you've already spent your Benny to extend conviction, so that's good. What I am going to do is I'm going to take these.
I did, yes. And so I passed my turn, and
I'm going to take these off hold, and then start a new round. With me getting a joker. Lucky, lucky me. Yeah. That's up there. I should say. Right, let's do it.
what the?
1 o'clock. Okay, so that means he's appearing. Oh, yeah, he isn't on the map. Okay, he is to. He literally can't do it on there. Well, he could try and jump across. See what happens.
So now, did you misspell gator, and that's why it says tunnel gatto?
I think Fancy Grounds has
like
done.
a cat.
I think Fancy. I suspect I misspelt it. Have a look. Rescue squad. Yes, yes. Obviously, I really made a mess of this encounter.
No, I didn't. I wasn't saying that. I was trying to figure out, because apparently I'm not very smart. Trying to figure out if it was a cat or, like, you know, that you were being clever with the Spanish word for cat or whatever. So
No. It is literally the case that obviously when I typed the encounter, I did really type the word gator.
No. Gatto is gator and moleman.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm also going to give you one for the Gatto being cat. I did know that, but I forgot it. Gatto means everyone gets a cake and a penny, says Lone Wolf. I agree. Lazarus, you're up, sir.
I'm going to take a couple of steps forward and then drive an arrow into number 1.
Go for it. The cake was a lie. It was. There is no cake. But the bennies were true. See how many bennies I can get this week. Whoever raise. Oh, he's getting quite good with that bow and arrow, isn't he?
Can I get armor-piercing arrows made?
Probably.
You know, different arrowheads. Even the samurai have those.
Indeed. I think you can probably get some commissioned. Yes.
You know, next downtime, I'll get somebody to do a little bit of foraging for me.
Indeed. Okay, Victor, you're on the ground, standing sort of ankle deep in squished gator.
Okay. Those two are dead. So that's not hard to jump across. How far is it to get to? It is too far. Alright, so I will not. I'm not going to. He gets shot first.
We're getting late in the day. I don't think it's going to save it, but you never know. My dice might explode.
On the way.
This one I will say. Goodness. Although 4
Try to
wounds.
soak.
Not 2 of them. Enough. Okie
No
dokie.
more round.
That's the end of that. Let's clear out your convictions and prones. Stop the gators making noises. Okay, with all of the tunnel gators defeated, 5 surviving mole men who had been hiding in the crevasse are free to climb out and join from the party. Apart from a few scratches and scrapes and bits of dehydration, rescued mole men are in better shape than the ones you found in the cave earlier. Moments after rescuing the trapped miners, a strange horn sounds from the opposite side of the quarry, and all of the mole men snap to attention, even those with injuries. A band of 4 mole men carrying King Talpi upon his litter slowly descends the ramp. They approach the heroes, and Talpi is helped down from his carrier, and he is guided to the heroes and the rescued mole men. He leans heavily on his crystal staff and addresses the group. Just a man with a man's courage. You know he's nothing but a man, and he never fail. No one but the pure of heart may find the golden grail. Oh, Benny's. There you go, Stavers. I thank you for rescuing my miners and dispatching those horrific beasts. In recognition of your bravery, I'm prepared to offer you and the Freemen above access to this grand lightstone mine that has served us for as far back as we can remember from this point forwards. Talpi's speech is suddenly interrupted by the sound of ray gun fire from the darkened electric mole. The beam strikes far above, unleashing a rain of debris over the party. A familiar voice emanates from the darkness. Not so fast, my king. Scowlo's voice. She appears from the shadows and approaches, flanked by 2 Imperial soldiers and a third of higher rank than the others. Anyone got the battle skill?
Yes,
No.
I do.
You have the battle skill, you can make a battle skill roll. Not to worry. You thought there was a chance you might have recognised the insignia on the officer's uniform, but unfortunately not. The soldiers all walk. The soldiers all walk with their weapons trained on you and the king, though they are clearly outnumbered. Talpi acknowledges Scalo and berates her for allying herself with the enemy from above. The Mongolian officer orders everyone to drop their weapons. Scalo explains that she's been communicating with Ming's forces for some time now in the hope that they might find a way down to Wandu and help depose the king. Previous night's attack on the palace was supposed to have been a silent assassination. And that's Salco's guards, sorry, Scarlo's guards, I should say, proved too vigilant for her own good. She's obviously monologuing. And an infiltration was detected. At that point, Salco raced from the palace to seek sanctuary with Captain Coble and his men. Getting past the tunnel gators wasn't easy, but she eventually made it to the electric mole. The leader of the Imperial squad, who now Scala has just now announced as Captain Corbel, steps up and orders King Talpi to surrender peacefully and abdicate his throne so Scala may be installed as the new leader of Wandu. While he states it would be quite easy for him to kill the entire party where he stands, it would be better for all if Talpi would step down willingly to ensure the citizens of Wando accept Scala's fate and rule and servitude to Ming the Merciless. Everyone gets to make a sound-based hearing notice check. Is any of you?
Oh, my multi-action's still on.
That's okay. Don't worry. I can add 2 on. It's not a problem. Yes, I know your player characters. You like to all sort of do stuff, but we're going to basically put all of you together near here, like so, because obviously the king's down there, and you've been talking to him, and you're all there. Move you all about. So there you are. You're all over there, all in a cluster. That's all good. Do I actually have a King Talpi? No, I don't. I don't have a king. Oh, that's a modification. That's why I don't have a Talpi modification. Do I have a King Talpi? Yes, I do. King Talpi on the combat tracker, because we might need to keep him. Like so. We'll put him there. Okay. So all of those, anybody who's, let's have a look. So Zafara. So Victor made his notice check. Charles doesn't make his notice check. Zafara fails the notice check. Isra's no. So only Azul and Victor. Actually, it's be interesting. So I don't want to tell you all.
As soon as they're all done with all their talking, Charles, so that somebody else could rule, aren't you just trading one guy over you for another guy over you? I mean,
well, I haven't,
use your head here a little bit.
I haven't finished the old chat yet because you know what is. But yes, you know. You know.
Oh no, I understand. But right about then is whenever I would jump in and say, "Wait a second,
Okay.
you're throwing over this guy so some other guy can get in instead of throwing over this guy so you can take charge." Really?
Hey, I'm hearing like some cracking and some groaning from up above us. So heads up.
You don't. Unfortunately, as you're about to say that, a large amount of rocks rain down. Okay, so have everyone make a notice area check. With success revealing cracking and groaning above where the ray gun warning shot. Deal the action cards of the section of the wall separates and falls down on the party below, spread over an area to large burst template. 3d6 to every target under the template. Oh, exact. Sorry.
We roll evasion.
Give me a chance. It does actually say you get the chance, which is quite evil. And Scott's not here, so you can't complain to him right now. He left. He wrote the adventure. I haven't finished reading the encounter yet. So
there you go.
Thank you. Whoever moved that one, I appreciate that. So that goes there. So I get the impression. I'm going to say if you made the notice check, I will give you the chance to react. If you failed your notice check, I'm just going to hit you with the falling rocks, I'm afraid, because it does say here, the way it's written here, you don't get a chance to react. It's very much like a cliffhanger one, and it just happens because you'll get buried under the rocks, and then we see what happens type thing. But I'll give the two of you that made your so Azul failed his evasion check, but he's going to spend a bounty on that. Victor gets to make an evasion check if he wants. I'll give you half damage if you make the evasion check. No, you don't escape completely. Right, and then what I need to do is I need to put Goble.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Scarlo,
Want to sacrifice
Imperial Soldier.
my evasion, cover the king.
Oh,
Well, I will say, I will now give you. You don't worry about sacrifice evasion because I'm going to tell you the next bit. The king. Let's see here. You all hear the crack, and the king dives into the crevasse. And this is your other option. You can dive into the crevasse if you want, but the rocks are coming down all over it, so you will get buried. So. It went badly, didn't it? Okie dokie. So let's see now.
yes, it did. Thank you.
That's, I'm just finding that quite cruel after spending all those bennies. Mind you, you might be in luck here because I think I've only shaken. You're only shaken. See what happens to Charles. Where's Charles? I thought I saw Charles. Charles is shaken. Okay. Charles dealt with. Scarlo's okay. Zephyra's next. 12 points of damage to Zephyra. Oh, that hurts. And then let's hit Lizris. 10 points of damage. And then obviously what I need to do is knock the NPCs. Oh, Diggum might be okay. Diggum's shaken. Old man 4. Shaken. I can't even kill off NPCs here. And didn't actually appear to roll. They're all off the edge. Oh dear, I think. Oh, okay, you're lucky there. Mole man just got saved there. Okay, so I'm just going to speed things up by doing a soap roll for you, Savara, but it fails. Do you want to spend another Benny?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
There you go. You're okay on the second roll. Okie dokie. That's the state of things. The king, Victor's okay. Victor basically helps push the king into the crevasse to save him. His guards go in with him, and obviously, then I just need what I do. Yeah, that'll do. I'll just bury the king under some rocks. God, those are big rocks. Didn't mean them to be that big. Bury the king under a rock fall. Out of the fight, it makes my life undo. A bit easier if the king out of the. Oh, hang on, that's the rotate one, isn't it? Over there. There we go. So then the king is buried under the rock fall. But he's in the crevasse. Okay. And you can't see the bad guys, so let's sort that out. I don't need to zoom the whole map out because we're focusing on a small area. Let's share it. So sync the client view, which should zoom it in for everyone. And there's the bad guys. And then I've dealt cards. And Victor got a joker and gets to go first.
Yep. All right. I will called shot the head of the captain. I will try for a raise. Take it 4 damage for the head.
+4 to if you did a cold shot to the head, yes.
Okay. I'm going to bend that damage. $25 because didn't carry the 4.
2 wounds. Out to Captain Corbell. Corbell, I think. I'll call that one.
8. Should be 4 wounds. Or, oh no, wait, he's soaked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so 3 wounds. He's still up? That's 3.
Yep. Taking 2 wounds, he's still standing.
Alright. Charge forward? Well, run forward.
You can just clamber over the rocks because they blocked the rocks up forwards, blocked the grass, so you're okay. Ooh. Diggum remains shaken, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, I wasn't worried about him.
Azul, you are no longer shaken. Have 1 penny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's lucky you got that penny is what I meant. Well,
Indeed.
okie dokie. Oh, you're running.
I am running. All right, so
Oh, poor me. I'd myself out from all the
I'll run
excitement.
to there. That's
Okay.
it. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
That Mongo Mancy
And
kicks in as you slouch out your blue goo everywhere.
indeed, and I'm going to pay a little extra for
Persuasion.
that extra damage.
I don't know why it's doing it against parries, but anyway. The wound. Bug. Stop watching and I don't need to. Okay, Captain Corbell
You
takes
ready
a
for
wound.
me to keep rolling?
Oh yeah, yep. Corbell takes a wound. Oh dear. Imperial Soldier 1 takes 4 wounds. He obviously got the full blunt of the blast. He did, he's the closest. Imperial Soldier 2 takes 2 wounds. This is your last damage roll. Okay.
And yeah, I only have 1 penny left, so I'll have to. You know, we're coming to the end of this.
Well, yeah, hold up.
Do me better than that. That should have been on Scala, though.
Well, that's the point. You have to wait for me to sort out the damage and before you roll. That's the point I'm trying to make. I was about to say don't roll yet.
Oh, my bad.
Because I've got to sort through. You've got to tell me who you want to you need to before. You can't just re-roll. when there's multiple targets, you need to tell me whose it's
Right.
on, so I can apply the damage to the ones.
Well, I was going for the. I was doing the one that got shaken, which
Well,
is
I figured that, but you didn't clarify, so I didn't know for certain. Okay, the Imperial soldier takes 3 wounds and is still standing. Oh, hang on, I shall. Yep, the other Imperial soldier soaks all the damage. Scarlo, it was shaken, and then you did your second attack did 9 points of damage. If she wasn't shaken, would wound her. I'll spend a penny on that. Soaking that damage, and Captain Corbell, I'll spend the last GM Benny. Fails to soak it. Captain Corbell spends his last Benny and fails to soak it. So your net result after all of that is you got some wounds all round, but they're all still standing. Charles is up and is no longer shaken. There's 13 bennies. A lot of bennies.
Okay, nothing important.
Jumping over that crevasse there, or are you moving to there? Okay.
Yeah, the little bit of crevasse. I figured it wasn't enough to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You've just pinged back to there. Was that intentional? Were you meleeing?
No, that was not intentional.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Cause doing some funky things.
No, it's okay because I get the fact you had the distance to get there. It's just something you rubber banded back, so I was very confused if you correcting because you were choosing to range attack rather than melee attack. Spear. Oh, you're going wild. And using conviction. Wow, you really want to.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, he has just
had enough. That's a hit. Well, no bennies left. Right. That's a wound on a Scarlo. Are you happy with that wound?
well, let's penny that once. I think I can roll better than that. Of course, I may be wrong.
Well, you did roll better. It just didn't get you
Okay.
the extra
So,
wound.
yeah, just not enough better. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'll spend one. The first of
and
Scarlo's
then my
wounds.
second poke against him.
Oh.
Okay.
Successful soaking of the first of damage. Go for it.
So, no, go ahead. Yep. And there's.
Let's hit with a raise. This might be harder
I was
for.
distracting him with the first poke, apparently.
I think you might. Well, let's see. All I need is one soak, otherwise Scarlo is going down. 2 wounds. Quite beat up now, the bad guys. They're all ball cards. Obviously the boss fight. And Mole Man 4 remains shaken.
He's going to stay where he is, too, because all these rocks falling and all this other...
Captain Kobold makes a tactical decision to move towards the rocks, because I've got no beddies to let him unshake, which is quite annoying. King Talpi is trapped under the rocks. Scarlo remains shaken. Good point. If it's only 4 inches, yeah, you can with 2 wounds. Oh, 3 wounds. Scarlo is remaining shaken. I think this might be a very one-sided fight. Zafira is up next.
Like I said,
Saphira is.
It's always good to try to get rid of bennies.
Saphira is going to shoot Captain Corbell with her weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, for a second with my roll. What? You're laughing
Apparently,
about something.
I am laughing. Apparently, you've all had a setback. The GM just got given a Benny.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, Mr. Lone Wolf, sir.
Oh, for God's sake.
How I
What's he
can
doing?
how I can unshake someone. Oh, that's a
What
good
is he
reroll.
doing?
That is a good reroll. Look at that. That's a hit with a raise. Roll that damage. That's a wound, but if he wasn't shaken, it would still be a wound because of his 80. You did 15 points of damage. I'm not going to spend a penny on him. Spend my last precious penny on him. He doesn't deserve it. Down he goes. What happens to Mole Man? Mole Man remains shaken, but can move if he wants to.
Okay, so we got the captain. All right.
Got the captain. 1 down, 3 to go. Mole Man's actually going to start trying to dig his king out. Imperial Soldier remains shaken. Oh, he's on 3 wounds, but he's got 2 bennies. So I am actually going to spend one of his bennies. Unshake. He's going to step forwards to here. Yeah, that's all he needs to do. Step forward to there. Use the electric whip on Victor. Missing. Well, he ain't going to live long, so I'll spend his last penny on trying to hit Victor. Missing. He's out of bennies. Okay, this soldier's completely not hurt at all, so he's going to come to here. And he is going to whip Charles. Hitting. Chance to stun. Electric whip. The word may attack as usual. Use the whip to attempt to grapple. When causing damage to an entangled or bound foe, the attacker may shock. Okay. So, Charles is entangled. Caught up in the whip. And 6 damage. It's nothing, but it does. It obviously jolts you, but you're all caught up in the whip. Lizarus is definitely unshaking. Lizarus, you're up, sir.
Okay, I can't reach anybody on a normal move.
You can either run or you can use your bow.
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 paces forward and put an arrow into imp number 2.
Okie dokie. Imp number 2 is targeted for you. Roll that attack roll. I think he hit him. Oh dear, I think you skewered him as well. Are you happy with 3 wounds?
I think I should be.
I'm about to have use both his bennies to soak 1 wound. So yeah, he's beat up as well. And the new round, what I suspect will be the final round today, begins with all the players getting a Benny. As Azul gets the Joker.
About time. All right. Well.
Oh, mind you, they might not survive. I'll see if they survive. Then I might spend my last Benny to see if I can guys up the combat. Using the Benny to regain his power points, Azul prepares to attack.
Yeah, and then I don't think anybody moved. It just didn't look right to me.
No, you're fine. Bit there.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're all okay. Yep, you've got them all.
You moved it. I'm trying to delete it.
That's okay. Sorry, I was trying to be helpful and get it out. I was just moving it out of the way so you could target.
Yeah, no, I got you.
3 hits. Roll that damage. Imperial Soldier takes 3 wounds. Ouch. Imperial Soldier has no bennies. Imperial Soldier takes 3 wounds. Imperial Soldier has no bennies. I do, but...
So repeat.
Scarlo takes 2 wounds. I have a Benny, even though Scarlo doesn't, and I'm going to use it. Jiminy.
Yeah, baby.
Jiminy gives you all bennies as the fight ends. Huzzah! Righty ho. Successfully put them all down.
Dig out the king.
Yeah, I'll use the my manipulation, elemental manipulation to help lift the rocks. Or maybe I won't. I better not. The way I've been rolling today, I don't think I will. Just use my hands.
Okie dokie. Well, as you all start trying to dig the king out, there's one. We'll as you all move in to start digging the king out, I'll set you up with the cliffhanger for this week, as the nose of the electric mole starts to slowly rotate. It there. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, thank you.
You trounced all
Yeah, that was
Very,
fun.
very much.
You trounced all my NPCs thoroughly and utterly today, so we shall see you on the 30th of March, where the UK clocks will have gone forward 1 hour, so we'll be back into polarity as usual. So obviously,
Alrighty.
if you're playing on Tuesdays, you've got 2 Tuesdays with the you being in you having your clocks changed and us not. The next 2 Tuesdays are still at sort of 1 hour later for you. Is that how you've gone ahead already, haven't you? And then
Yes, we've already gone ahead.
Yeah, so the next 2
We've
Tuesdays,
not
if you're
had
playing,
Solo go back.
I shall look that one up. Thank you, Victor. For the next 2 Tuesdays, if you're playing, bear in mind it's an hour later start if you're the other side, the non-UK side of the pond. And after that, we'll be in parity with you, and everything will be back to. But we shall leave it there today. Thank you, one and all. See you either on Tuesday or on a Sunday. Bye now.
Oh, no. Thank you.
In the heart of the cosmos, a legend stands tall, savior of worlds, answering the call with lightning in his veins and fire in his eyes, racing through the stars, cutting through the skies. Evil's rising, darkness spreads, but there's a hero in the lead. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. A planet in peril, the people cry. Ming's cruel laughter filling the sky. But from Earth to Mongo, across the stars, he fights for freedom no matter how far. The fate of worlds in his hands, with courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy saving souls. Through fire and shadow he won't turn away. The universe knows his name today. No chains of fear can hold him